So hello my friends, Devaun Lennox here, PhotographyPX. In today's video we'll cover the main highlight features and do an overview of Zeiss's ZX-1. Do know you can find timestamps and links in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment. And also know this is not a sponsored video. Let's get started. Released in the fall of 2020, the ZX-1 creates a new lineage for the company, and a lineage that aims to embrace something iconic and innovative. Zeiss is historically known as a lens manufacturer, but they've created film cameras in the past. However, the ZX-1 marks the company's first digital camera, yet it's a state-of-the-art full-frame mirrorless camera targeted at the ultra-high-end niche. And it comes to market boasting their outstanding optics and a novel design. At first glance, it's surely a statement piece to redefine all facets of digital photography, and it's designed for the purist who wants a streamlined and seamless shooting experience. No distractions, no interruptions, but it also uniquely combines elements from the smartphone world, namely Adobe Photoshop Lightroom integration, and Zeiss markets this camera towards street, travel, and photojournalist photographers, while they also aim this camera to compete with Leica's Q2, the QP, and Sony's RX1R Mark II. It features a full-frame 37.4 megapixel CMOS sensor paired with the Zeiss T35 f2 prime lens. This 35mm focal length is the ideal general-purpose lens that's a well-suit across most shooting applications, from environmental portraits to landscapes. Plus, this lens has a 30cm minimum focusing distance, letting you get small-scale macro photos as well. On the video front, this camera shoots 4K UHD 30 frames per second and 1080p Full HD video at 60 frames per second to the MP4 codec using H.265 compression, which is interesting despite this being a heavily photographic-centric camera. And it shoots videos using a 16:9 aspect ratio by downsampling its sensor. It offers a native ISO range from ISO 80 to 51,200, and low light performance overall is excellent. Users can expect usable images up to ISO 6400, but starting at 10,000 ISO, expect to see color shifts, banding, and noise. For focus, it uses a 225 area hybrid phase and contrast detect AF system with either single shot or continuous AF modes. The autofocusing performance is good for stills, but it does lack both face and eye detection, so keep that in mind. And it also offers various manual focusing tools such as focus peaking, focus magnification, and a depth of field scale. Zeiss includes 2 batteries with purchase, but battery life isn't fully specified on this particular product. Even so, the batteries have a 3190 mAh capacity, so expect around 400 shots per charge given the sensor size and resolution. Interestingly, the camera does have a hot swap function, letting you remove an almost dead battery without it powering off, and it's a useful feature that extends the general longevity. For displays, it features a generously large 4.34-inch TFT touchscreen LCD with a 720p HD resolution and a 338 ppi. And at 4.3 inches, it currently stands as the largest screen yet on a full-frame camera. But interestingly, Zeiss has incorporated a side toolbar for seamless mode selection and a curved design. This curve, a bend in the particular display, increases the screen real estate and makes quick setting and gesture controls possible via the EVF. The screen also boasts full multi-touch sensitivity for intuitive navigation and setting control, which is mostly akin to using a smartphone. Namely, it offers tap to hold, sliding, swiping, pinch to zoom, and full menu navigation. It also features an OLED electronic viewfinder with a large 0.74 times magnification and a 1080p Full HD resolution. Physically continuing its streamlined, minimalistic user interface, the ZX-1 follows suit with an ultra-modern industrialist design geared towards keeping photographers in the moment. And it's quite a unique one at that, but one that favors simple manual control. As such, the camera offers only a handful of physical controls. In this case, it provides a dedicated shutter speed and ISO dial, and a manual aperture ring on the lens. Combined, these provide direct and intuitive control over the camera's exposure settings. Otherwise, the only other button is a customizable function button, which you can set to one of 4 functions available. But outside of that, it also has built-in Adobe Photoshop Lightroom integration, exposure bracketing, in-camera rating, a depth of field scale, a built-in intervalometer for time lapses, built-in panorama, flicker reduction and anti-banding, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and NFC connectivity, a USB 3.1 Type-C port, and a built-in 512GB SSD. In the end, the ZX-1 is quite a package, and it will keep you in the moment and greatly simplify the creative process. In many ways, this camera sets a new standard amongst other high-end compact full-frame cameras, and it's simple, forefront, highly effective, and revolutionary. As a release, it shows Zeiss is fully dedicated to pushing the bounds and has paid acute attention to the fine details. It's quite interesting to see them, of all manufacturers, embrace the future of touch-driven connected cameras, but it's quite a brilliant and thoughtful product that represents the future. Sure, it's a Generation 1 release that's flawed and unlikely to be the immediate go-to for many photographers, but it's beautifully exciting nonetheless, and a product that paves the industry forward and makes a statement in the process. So there you have it, my friends. There are the highlights in the overview of Zeiss's ZX-1. For more information on the ZX-1, check out our website, PhotographyPX.com, and there you will see a full detailed written review, as well as other reviews of cameras that may be of interest to you. You can also look at the pinned comment in the description down below, and that will take you right to the full review as well. I've been your host, Devaun Lennox. We will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found the contents of today's video insightful and it added value to you. If you're new here, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Also, leave us a like and a comment in the description down below. Let us know if we overlooked something or we missed something that we covered in today's video. I've been your host, Devaun Lennox. Photography.